Okay, you guys, this is it. We're diving in. We're planning a full day together. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. You should have already looked through your calendar. You should know what events you have. You should know any special occasions, whether it's just you, whether it's your whole family. You should know how many containers you're going to eat each day. And you should have your planner or a piece of paper or wherever you're going to write your meal plan down. A simple notebook is fine. I'm going to show you guys in an example just on a piece of paper. So actually, let me stop sharing my screen and show you what I've just written down. So on a piece of paper, I went ahead and just wrote down how many containers we're planning for. So this would be plan A, I believe, for the 21-day fix. I just wrote down whatever it was that I had in my calendar. So I guess it was probably Country Heat, but I think it's the same for the portion fix. So I would get 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 orange, 3 greens, 2 purples, 1 blue, and 2 teaspoons, okay? I wrote breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. Now, maybe those breakdowns don't really work for you as far as breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. Maybe you're gonna have your afternoon snack as a dessert. That's all entirely up to you. I just sort of schedule it as a basic morning snack, afternoon snack, and 3 full meals. But you sort of have to do whatever works best for you. So, like I said in our last video, I always start with dinner. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And Pinterest is my go-to. So I'm actually just going to follow the guide that I have here, but I'm going to show you that you can search for 21-day fix recipes and find tons of recipes that will follow the plan. There's all sorts of different resources. You could scroll for days and find recipes that will not only be on plan, but will show you the container amounts. I'm going to click on this one as an example because these are delicious. I've made these before, peanut butter oatmeal balls. So it's just going to tell you, this also has Weight Watchers points on it. So 21-day fix, it's a half a yellow and a half a teaspoon. So it gives you all of the nutrition facts. If that's something that you're interested, I could care less. It tells you how many make. It makes 40 balls. It gives you the ingredients. It tells you exactly how many containers it takes. Like, you don't even have to think about it, right? So let's say that I wanted mac and cheese. I actually already brought this one up, but let's say our family wanted mac and cheese and we did a quick search, right? And we found this 21-day fix broccoli mac and cheese, AKA the perfect mac and cheese. So I clicked on it. Words, whatever, pictures, cool, there's a video, great, don't care. All right, for the goods, right? So it's gonna give me the ingredients just like any recipe would. I know you guys have seen recipes before. It's gonna give me the instructions, but here's the best part about using these recipes from Pinterest. It tells me exactly how many containers it is. The container, excuse me, equivalent is 1.5 yellows, 1 blue, and half a green. So let's say, right, I'm going to stop sharing again. Let's say that's what we decided on, broccoli mac and cheese. So on my planner, I'm going to write broccoli mac and cheese, and I'm going to write down how many containers it uses, right? So it was 1.5 yellow. It was, what was it, half a green, and 1 blue. Is that what it was? Hang on. Oh, can't do that. I have a terrible memory, obviously. 1 blue, okay? So I wrote it just right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and cross out those containers up top, right? So 1.5 yellow. So here's a little other tip that I do. I put 2 X's through the one that uses the entire one, and if it only uses half, I only put half an X through it. So I know I still have half a yellow. It uses half a green, so I only put the half of the mark, and it uses all of my blue, right? So I've crossed those off. I'm done. I don't have to worry about those containers for the rest of the day. Now, I'm gonna move on, right? Now for me, right, I drink Shakeology every morning. So I'm gonna write Shakeology, and that's going to be 1 purple, and sorry, there's something scrolling on my computer and it keeps grabbing my attention, and 1 red, okay? I write it right next to it. I wouldn't typically write it next to it, but I'm also very used to doing it this way. So I'm gonna cross out 1 red, and I'm gonna cross out 1 purple. those ones are gone, okay? So now you can choose to move on to lunch. You can choose to move on to snacks, whatever you prefer. I'm going to move on to lunch, okay? So let me reshare, and let's see if we can find, share screen, just on Pinterest by searching, I want to have a lunch that only uses a red and a green container, okay? So I'll search 21 Day Fix, red and green meals. Let's see what we get. So blackened tilapia, green lentil tacos, that's clearly going to use a yellow. Let's see, crock pot beef stew. These little egg cups look good. Let's see what's in here. Eggs, veggies, garlic powder, pepper, cheese. So that's going to use a blue, but I don't need to put the cheese in it, right? So 21 Day Fix container breakdown, 1 red, half a green, half a blue. So I do not need to put that in there. So I could totally use this, right? I actually, like I said, I'm following this plan that I already had here, but you could totally search for things that way, right? This week, we decided to have turkey and veggie hash. What does that mean? That means that I ground it up, or I didn't grind anything. I bought ground turkey. I cut up a bunch of vegetables and I mixed them all together, and that's what we had for lunches. So that's what I'm gonna write in here. And I can almost guarantee you that I did lunch last and all we had left was green and a red container. I can almost guarantee you that. But I'm gonna write it down anyways, right? Turkey and veggie hash. But again, those egg cups would have totally worked, right? I could have found other recipes. I could have searched for more than 4 seconds. I'm just trying to keep this video short for you guys, okay? So I'm gonna write turkey and veggies. And because it's a recipe that I sort of created, right? Turkey and veggies together, all just mixed together, I'm gonna be putting the correct portions in for whatever that I need, right? So I need to use 1 red and 1 full green. Okay, so I'm gonna mark those off. 1 red, 1 green. I'm gonna go to snack. I told you guys, I have boiled eggs every day. 2 of them is a red container. 1 red. Oh, this is gonna be 1 green, this is gonna be 1 red. Okay, my boiled eggs are 1 red, they're on there. I'm marking off my reds. I only have 1 red left, okay? Let's see. So I'm gonna go to my afternoon snack. Now it looks like I had an apple planned. So that's gonna use up my last, oops, purple, not an R. So now my purples are completely gone. So I have used so far, okay, Shakeology, boiled eggs, turkey and veggies at lunch, an apple as a part of my snack, and the broccoli mac and cheese for dinner. I have used 3 reds, 1.5 yellows, none of my orange, 1.5 greens, both of my purples, all of my blue, and I still have the teaspoons left. So with that, that tells me that I need to eat more protein, 1 more protein throughout the day. I need to have another veggie. So I like to have my veggies in the morning. I sort of mindlessly eat my snack in the morning versus the afternoon where I'm like, I don't want to snack on a veggie, right? That's why I have my fruit in the afternoon. So in addition to my boiled eggs, I'm going to have some cucumber slices. I like those. And that's going to fulfill a whole green. Okay, I'm gonna have 1 green of cucumber slices. So instead of just having my boiled eggs, I'm also gonna have cucumber slices, and I've now crossed off another green. So I only have half of a green left. I also need to use that last red. So you could look up, and I'll show you how to do that again. So let me share my screen one more time. On this thing that I'm using, I had eggs twice. I was clearly being lazy. So let's look up 21 Day Fix red container and see what we can find. So these are all of the things that you can eat from the red container. Sardines, pass. fish, ground beef, eggs, Greek yogurt. So I could totally just buy Greek yogurt at the store and eat it plain, or just a plain yogurt. I can have Shakeology, which I'm already having. I can have more meat. So for example, for this broccoli mac and cheese that we're having for dinner, I could just have a meat with it, right? We could have broccoli mac and cheese and say any one of these meats that are on here, red meat, extra lean, lean ground meat. We could have tofu if that's your jam, turkey slices, ham slices. I could have cottage cheese. There are so many, a veggie burger, right? So we could have mac and cheese and a veggie burger for dinner. So in fact, I'll write that. So broccoli mac and cheese, and we'll have a veggie burger. And on top of that veggie burger, you could put vegetables, right? Because look, now I've used my last red, but I still have half of a green here. So I could have veggies on top of my veggie burger. So like an open-faced burger with no bun. So that's gonna take care of my last green. And the only two containers I have left are my orange and my teaspoons. Now, I use my teaspoons all the time for peanut butter. I will never use my teaspoons for anything else, quite honestly. So I'm gonna have some peanut butter with my apples. That's gonna take care of both of those teaspoons. And the only container I have left is orange. Confession, I never use my orange container unless I'm eating salad. If I'm eating salad, then I'll use dressing and then I use my orange container. If not, I don't use it. That's a full day of meals. Shakeology, boiled eggs, cucumber slices, turkey and veggies, an apple and peanut butter, broccoli mac and cheese, a veggie burger with veggies on top. I used all of my containers except for one, and it took me, 6 minutes to figure that out. But here's the thing, guys. If you want to make this simple, you don't have to do this entire day for 7 days, right? The only meal that really needs to be switched up a ton is dinner. So for me, the way that I plan, every morning I have Shakeology. Every day I would have this for a snack. I would have boiled eggs every day. And then maybe you don't want cucumbers every day. Maybe you want baby carrots, or maybe you like celery or whatever. Switch up that veggie. It's still the same container. You can just have a different vegetable, and then you don't feel like you're eating the same thing every day. You can also switch up those boiled eggs. Eat them with salt on one day. Eat them with hot sauce on another. Whatever you want to do, right? Salsa, whatever. I, confession, eat the same thing for lunch every single day. But again, you don't have to do that. We're going to get to meal prepping soon. But in your plan, if you don't want to eat the same thing for lunch Monday through Friday, then don't. Prep 2 different meals, and you can have something different every other day. There's also different ways to tweak the same meal to make it taste different. For example, if you're having some sort of Mexican dish, you can have it just the way you prepared it one day, and then the next day you can add jalapenos and, plain Greek yogurt with lime juice, and that completely changes the flavor. So you're still eating the same food, it just tastes completely different. So if you don't like to eat the same things every day, then don't prep the same things for every day. But if you do like to be lazy, like me, then you can do the same thing every day. So I don't have to plan this for lunch every day because I've already planned it. Same thing goes for my snack. I would just buy 5 apples and be good for the entire week. So the only thing that I'm planning each night is my dinner, and that's the only thing that would change. So hopefully that helps you guys seeing that all out together. I know this video is a little longer, but it has to be. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to post them in the group. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.